So this is going to be a longer one on this one. We're talking about product and business review. So pour you a beer, relax, and gain some knowledge. So product and business review, we're going to get pretty in-depth in it. We're going to kind of talk about the sales trends. So, right now, sales trends being hazy IPAs. You're going to kind of lay out what the market is for that. IPAs are always strong. Kind of lay out what beers are strong in your area. Stouts might be pretty popular up in Minnesota, but in Florida, sours are more popular. So you're going to kind of dive it down into more manageable local aspects of the sales, and continue to say what the sales trends are there. You're probably also going to do that for your restaurant if you're serving food. What are the sales trends in your town? We've got a million pizza joints, so we're going to focus on a little higher end of the food, and here's the evidence to back that up. Competitive position, I'm going to say that's your strengths. That's, and it goes back to one of the favorite sayings that I use all the time is beer is the hook to bring them in. The food and service is what's going to bring them back. So that's kind of your competitive position of bringing in, people to your establishment in your town. Why are they not choosing the pizza joint over you? Why are they not going to the local Chinese joint, to go to your place? You're laying out your competitive position there of what attracts to your establishment. Be it food, be it beer, be it events, be it all three. You're laying out what your competitive position is there. You're going to kind of give market strengths. You're going to talk through, say 2020 was the worst year that you ever had. Wasn't it all for us? But in 2021, say we were in 2021, you were going to kind of write that, everything is kind of getting back to normal. At that time it was. And, the food and services picking up. So was inflation at that time. But let's not worry about that. But everything was getting kind of back to normal at the time. Everything was flowing like it was. If you were pulling in X amount of dollars into your tasting room in 2018, 2019, 2020, you did not. 2021, probably about March, you kind of started seeing that. When we got to springtime, people were getting back out. You would kind of see people getting back out and getting back out and spending money. So you're going to kind of talk about that, what the market strengths are. I kind of use some old adage there that we can all relate to, but the market strengths in your town, might be, I don't know, if you're in Milwaukee and the Bucks are playing, then you have, that's one of the market strengths. A lot of people come out to my place to watch the Bucks, or if you're in St. Louis, which I'm a huge St. Louis Blues fan, people come out to our place and watch hockey. That's one of the strengths that we have. Or maybe we've got a renowned chef, so everyone comes out for a little better food to our place. Or our beer has won awards, so they're coming out to our place to drink some award-winning beer. You're just listing your market strengths in your market. I guess that's okay to say it that way, but you're just kind of laying out what your market does. I kind of stumbled through some of these. I just do these in one shot, and I'm not really wanting to edit it too much, so we're just doing it in one shot. So I might stutter over myself and repeat the same thing 3 times, but it is what it is. We're not doing this because I'm attractive. We're doing this because we're trying to learn how to be a better industry. What are some of the market weaknesses? Maybe you are great at cooking pizza in a wood-fired oven, but there's already, saturated market for wood-fired pizza, or maybe there's too much high-end dining and that's all you know, so you're going to have to kind of go more towards a casual restaurant experience, and it's going to be a step down from your qualifications. You're just kind of laying out the weakness there, and then the promotional support. What are you doing to promote your business? It goes back to the old Facebook push, or maybe you're having a lot of the people that work for you, they clock in, they got to share the latest tweet, or Instagram post or Facebook post. You're doing your promotional support there. There's about 1,000 different ways to do that, and all of them are a pain in the ass, except email. An email list is going to give you the biggest bang for your buck, but that's for another video to discuss. What are you doing to differentiate yourself from and you're going to give this as kind of a final follow-up of what are you doing to differentiate yourself in the competitive analysis. You're just trying to wrap it up, and you've laid out your thoughts, and now you're just kind of wrapping it up and retouching those thoughts, and that way it's just kind of easy to flow for someone, and kind of drive home the point of what your product and business review is. So this one's kind of a deeper dive, a lot more thinking, a lot more research, but it's going to lay it out in a pretty dynamic fashion that's going to help anyone in your business understand what you're trying to achieve. I mean, it's going to help the banker, it's going to help an investor, it's going to help your managers, give you a picture of what your business is and what we are going to do to succeed in this market. I said, is the more open and communicative you can be, the better you are. I mean, I always go back to saying, just when you're communicating enough, just when you feel like you're communicating enough, you're probably about halfway there. Because you got to tell the average person 5, 6, 7 times before it sinks in. So, for example, if everything's going great the rest of the week, but Tuesday stinks, you think, hey, let's have a Taco Tuesday special. You toss that out there. You got to follow that up a few days later. You got to say that, 3 or 4 times for a couple of weeks, 3 or 4 times a week for a couple of weeks, and then it's going to kind of sink in, and people are going to accept that, and then you kind of get the ball rolling forward, and can tackle your slower Tuesday night. So, but anything you can lay it out there and read, great. That way everyone's on the same page, and even if they do read it, they're going to read it some other way. We're never going to have a Taco Tuesday special as what you put into your marketing plan or whatever, and they read it and they talk to you 2 days later. Oh, I'm really glad that you're going to have a Taco Tuesday special. That's not what I said. So it's in writing. You can go back to it and say, here, we're not having a Taco Tuesday special. It says right here. Oh, I misread that. So it's not an argument. It's not he said, she said stuff. It's all down on black and white. And they may argue with you for a couple of seconds, but once you pull out the marketing plan, you can review what was said, and you can prove that you're right, which we always are. So, anyways, if you have any questions or comments or need any help, reach out taproomcoach@gmail.com. And remember, always use data and metrics to drive your volume and profit. Cheers.